Okay, hi. Today we're filming something really weird and different. I don't usually do stuff like this, and this is like a really weird setup, I'm aware. But we're gonna try to see if we can make this work. In case you're wondering what's on my desk, this is just an avocado squished that I'm gonna eat with some chips. I know it's like the crunchiest snack I could possibly be eating, but I'm hungry. So also, I haven't drank any water today. I know I always say stay hydrated and take a nap, but I really didn't do that, so that's also what we're doing today. We're doing some self-care, okay? Okay, so let's start this video because this has been like wanting to be in the making for like the longest time, but I never ended up making it. So I have this that I got from so long ago. Oh my god, if you've been watching me for a long time, do you remember when I went to Princeton? It's from that video. I'll link it like up here in the eye thingy if you guys want to watch it, but it's so old. But I got this when I was there and I never made it, and I'm about to leave for college, so I'm like, now's as good of a time as any. So we're gonna do this today. It's like a little shrinky dink thing, and it's really cute. And I've already opened it like a long time ago, so I'm probably missing some pieces, but it's fine, we're gonna go with it, so whatever. So, oh my god, so I'm gonna talk about things I did before I applied for college. So like college application preparation. Wow, that's chills. That was actually really good. College application preparation. That's what we're gonna talk about today. And I know like 'tis the season for a lot of kids to start getting ready for college, which is why I'm screaming on the inside for you. Also, I'm about to start freshman year, so I'm also equally spooked. So we're just gonna see how this goes. I think we'll get through it together, and I think it'll be a-okay. So first I'm gonna figure out how I'm supposed to do this. I do have my huge box of Prismacolors with me, so that's how I'm gonna be coloring these today, but I think you guys know how Shrinky Dink works. All the instructions are in Japanese, so that's extremely unhelpful to me, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. We have some ice cream cone looking things, and we have some more ice cream cone looking things. So let's just get started because I want to start one of these before I start rambling on. So let's do this guy. We're gonna do one of the shaved ice guys because they look real tasty. Now we can start finally talking. What I want to talk about was stuff that I did before I got into RISD. I'm gonna outline this so that I can see what's going on. I'm just gonna color it on my own. So Rhode Island School of Design, I applied regular decision. A lot of people ask me about the early decision stuff, and honestly, like, I have no advice I can give you there because I didn't personally do that, and I don't really have any friends who even applied to art school. I don't think I really have any friends that even do art. I only have my perspective on this, and I guess like a few other people whose videos I watch, but I'm sure you've seen all of the same videos that I have on YouTube. But when I applied to Rhode Island School of Design, my portfolio was already like, I would say 75% complete. I did a lot of my portfolio just like throughout my high school career because I've always been doing art and it's not like something new that I started doing. So wow, that was fast. As I was going through high school, I didn't always know that I wanted to apply to RISD, but I already knew that I wanted to apply for an art school, which really helped. I'm gonna add a drizzle on this. And I already started doing my portfolio, which was a really good idea because I would not recommend like starting doing your portfolio during senior year. There's no way you're gonna finish. But I assume that like if you're going into art, you already know what it takes to complete a portfolio, so I'm not gonna talk too much about that. Like I showed you guys my entire portfolio, so you can always go and just watch that and see what I did. Wow, I really just made this like 90,000 times more complicated for myself because I added this drizzle. As for portfolio, I had most of it done already by the time I was in high school. I just had a few finishing touches, I would say, as college app season was nearing. The things I did most while college app season was impending was probably just work on the last few pieces of my portfolio. I didn't really attend any more competitions. I think Scholastic was the last one that I did, and Scholastic results do go directly to RISD during the admissions process if you're applying there, so you don't have to worry about like forwarding them your results because they already have it. That's a really cool thing about Scholastic, so I would recommend doing that. That's probably like one of the like final stretch things that you could do during your time applying. I've always been really bad at stress management. It's more just like whatever comes at me, I just figure it out as I go. I never really have a plan. So during college app season, I was definitely one of the most stressed out of all my friends because, you know, art is so risky, and then also, like, I'm an only child, so my parents didn't really know how the college app process went and stuff like that, so I kind of had to figure that out too as I went. So stress level wise, I was freaking out all the time, and I was so nervous. During that time, if you have a friend circle who you're all kind of applying to the same school, like, support each other, because I really didn't have that, and I feel like that was probably one of the reasons why I was so stressed, was because I was so lost on everything. Okay, interesting. So, like, most of my resume and my application was kind of already done for me, because for art, it's like, although you can keep grinding on your portfolio, after a certain amount of time, there's just nothing left that you can do. I'm gonna add some dark green stars to that. I know a lot of people had questions about the competitions that I've attended, so I did, like, flash my resume really quickly in the last video, but if you guys didn't, like, get a good look at it, I guess, like, here's another copy of it. For my resume, I have everything listed by dates, so you can kind of tell, like, when I did what. It's throughout my high school career, and so I didn't do all of it at once, kind of thing. I'm telling you that those are stars. Okay? Okay. These two look like they match. They kind of do. Okay. As I was saying, for competitions, most of them were already done by the time I was in senior year, so there wasn't much left for me to do. So for competition-wise, I definitely recommend you have all that stuff done by your senior year so that you can just focus on your portfolio. I should have probably started working on my portfolio over the summer, but I didn't because I'm dumb. One very important thing for RISD is to keep up your grades while you're going through the application process, because you don't want your grades to drop at all. RISD is the most academically competitive art school. If you want to know about my stats, I tell you my, like, SAT and GPA in the video I made about my portfolio. So if you want to, you know more about, like, the technical stuff, you can go over there and watch that video. Like I said, you do have to have good grades to get into RISD. How good? I'm not entirely sure. You can look that up for yourself. There's a lot of things online that tell you how high your GPA has to be or whatever, stuff like that. I just kept my 4.0 like I always do, and I've always had a 4.0 unweighted. I didn't, like, try to make my grades any better senior year. I just try to maintain them. Like, competitions, like I said, you probably do want to have that stuff done before you get into senior year, just because senior year is so hectic already. You're gonna get senioritis, you're gonna want to stop going to school and just, like, skip all the time. Like, that's just inevitable. I did that a lot. But, like, of course I still maintain my grades because that's very important. Like, dude, you just want to leave. Ice cream. Done. That was fast. I did get a scholarship to RISD, and if you guys want to know more about how I did that, I can make a separate video on that someday. I'm about to do something very convoluted for this. Someone asked about high school art classes. So I did take high school art classes. I took AP Drawing, AP 2D, and AP 3D, and I did those my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I know not everyone has AP art classes that they can take at their high school, which really sucks. Can I just say first? But, like, if that's not something that you have at your school, I would ask maybe not your counselors, because I don't know if your counselors would know enough about art to guide you in the right direction, but if you have a private art teacher, ask them about things you should be doing, how you should be pursuing your art career. I had a lot of help from my personal, like, private art teacher, more than my actual like, high school art teacher, just because she and I were not on the best terms. I didn't really like my high school art teacher. She was kind of mean, and I don't know, she didn't really like me and stuff like that, so I didn't really ask her for anything. Like, I didn't even have her write my letter of recommendation. That's another story, so whatever. I did work very hard in my AP art classes though, and I did take the AP test at the end, and I had those scores sent to RISDs. I did get a 5 on both my AP 2D classes. Okay, camera angles have slightly changed because my other camera ran out of space, so now we're gonna use this one. A lot of people ask me how I balanced art and my, like, high school work, and a big part of it was just that they overlapped a lot. Obviously, there were times where I had to pick either I'm doing my anatomy homework or I'm doing art tonight. Sometimes you have to put certain things on hold. You just have to kind of learn to prioritize. Usually if it was a subject I was pretty good at, then I just would do art and figure it out later. If it was a subject I was struggling in, then I would put off art for the night and work on whatever class it was I needed to work on. It's kind of hard to say which class is more important than others because, to be honest, at RISD, you need both good grades and good art skills and a good art portfolio, so you can't really just all one or the other. But as high school art classes, they didn't really teach me anything, to be honest. It was more of just my teacher giving us prompts and we would do whatever it is she told us to, which kind of sucked. But as for how much that actually helped me in the application process, it didn't really. I guess the GPA boost and me having experience with taking the AP art test and my AP art scores definitely helped me in my application process, but the class itself and the knowledge that I'm supposed to gain from the class, I didn't gain any knowledge. So I think the most important part, at least for me, from taking those AP classes was just taking the AP art test at the end of it. Now we finished this little banana popsicle guy. He's really cute. So yeah, this is what he looks like. Let's do one more and then we're gonna call it a day. Let's do this shake. This shake seems kind of simple, so we're gonna do him. I need a very chocolatey color. Do I have that? Oh, it's literally called chocolate. Perfect. Okay, so, but yeah, I really didn't like my high school art teacher. I liked my 3D teacher a lot, but not my 2D and drawing teacher, yikes. Not to expose anyone, but she was terrible. Other things you can do in high school before your applications are due is definitely figure out who is going to write your rec for you, your college recommendation letters. I had my lit teacher from sophomore year write it for me just because he worked at an art academy for a while, so he kind of had a good grasp of, what my stuff actually means on a bigger level, stuff like that. I picked very wisely who wrote my rec letter. Also, my private art teacher wrote my other one. I'm coloring in sprinkles. They're so cute. Yeah, make sure you know who's gonna write your rec letters and ask them early on because the teachers do need some time, before the letters are actually due, obviously, for them to have time to write it. Even though I said I was very stressed out, I also was just very drained from schoolwork in general, so I kind of just took everything as it came along. Let's make this boba. Does that really make sense? No, but are we gonna do it anyways? Absolutely. That's so cute. Oh my god, I'm so pleased with myself. A lot of people ask me how to maintain my grades while also working on art, and I think a lot of that just comes from choosing what you want to do and just doing it. I think about it a lot, and I think about how I managed to get here, and to be honest, I don't want to say I sacrificed things because that sounds very dramatic, and I didn't really sacrifice things, but I ended high school with maybe 2 or 3 close friends, and that was it. I didn't socialize at all my senior year, partially from my own choice, but that was, look, it's done. But that was because of, me being ready to go to college and knowing that I'm gonna have to leave these people soon. And so whatever I choose to do won't really matter because I'm gonna have to go to college kind of thing. Which, I mean, it's not the best mindset to have, but also what can you do about it? But also I still am, I guess, but very passionate about art, and that was what I wanted, and I really wanted to get into a good school, so if I wasn't doing homework, I was doing art, and those were just the only 2 things that I always did. It's not that difficult to give up a lot of things because I didn't really care about a lot of things. It was either art or school because I needed that good GPA and I needed that good portfolio. The way I balanced it was that I kind of didn't. I just gave up everything else. I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't go out with friends, no football games, no parties. I partied after I got into college, you know what I mean? And I know that probably sounds really dramatic, but that is honestly what I did. And I'm not saying that's the only way you can balance it, but that's just entirely what I did, and I don't even regret it. It is kind of sad looking back that I didn't have the average high school excitement. I didn't go to all the parties, I didn't do this and that, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me, to be honest. We also have this sheet where I can draw my own stuff, and I kind of want to draw a sandwich thing because I thought that was so cute, and I'm so upset that I didn't get to get it. So I'm probably gonna do that off camera. I think that's all we have to talk about. If you're doing art and you have most of your portfolio done, you just maybe do 1 or 2 more pieces, and then you write your essay, which didn't take me that long. I wrote my essay in 2 days, and I just submitted it, and it was fine. I did have my teachers proofread my essays. Make sure you do have your teachers look over your stuff before you submit it. Make sure you keep up with the deadlines for your college application stuff. Good luck to all of those who are starting college applications soon, and if you're applying to RISD, good luck. Make sure you show a large variety in your portfolio. If you want more portfolio advice, definitely go watch my video. There wasn't that many things I did that I think most art students wouldn't be doing, so I don't know if there's anything that seems really interesting from this, like, let me know, because I felt like it was quite normal. I will insert a really quick clip right here of what the finished products look like. That wasn't really the point of this video, of like what I was making. I was just kind of wanted to ramble on about stuff. So yeah, like I said, stay hydrated. Please, I haven't been hydrated, so this has been my first cup of water today. Stay hydrated, take a nap, and I will see you guys in the next video. Good luck to everyone going into college applications soon. I hope you guys do really, really good. Yes? Yes. Alright, cool. Bye, guys. When the art student can get into RISD but can't do simple shrinky dinks. Like, why is this actually difficult? What the heck is going on?